Hey guys, so in this easy synth programming video, we're going to be talking about using the LFO and assigning that to different parameters such as pitch, pulse width, volume, cutoff, and pan. Hey guys, I'm Michael Carrillo, aka Hexspa, and welcome to my channel. Here, I upload videos Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on music making, and I release original music myself. So check out one of the ways on the screen to support me, and I'll appreciate it. So LFO, you use it to make your sound more interesting. It's a automated thing that changes your sound over time. It's actually an oscillator, but just a very slow one, and you use that signal to periodically change things in a cyclical manner, as opposed to an envelope, where an envelope has an attack, a decay, a sustain, and a release. It's very linear in that sense, but the LFO is just a loop, kind of, so you can think of it like that. So let's figure out some patches. That sounds like volume to me. Oh, but it could be something else. Oh, it's panning. See, I listen on a mono speaker, so yeah, that's definitely panning. That sounds like filter cutoff to me. That sounds like pulse width modulation, if I'm honest. Oh, yeah, obviously you need to modulate the pulse wave, not the sawtooth. That sounds like volume. Is it panning again? Oh no, it's volume, but it's not re-triggering. I gotta take a little break here. I gotta figure out if I'm still getting audio. Yeah. Okay. No problem. That's obviously pitch. More details. Now we have LFO amount, which is how much the LFO is going to kick out in terms of its power. So let's set the destination to pitch, for instance. Now the amount is all the way up. Let's listen to how that sounds. Now let's set it to half. Yeah, not as much. So that's what that'll do, and it'll work for everything. So if you have panning, if it's at 100%, it'll go hard left, hard right, and if you reduce the amount of the LFO, it'll only be about 25% each way. So, and apparently we also have the cutoff too. So let's set it to cutoff. Let's put the LFO on it. Now you'll hear it's only going to go one direction because it can only go so far here. This happens in massive too, where your modulation will clip. So normally you have this kind of movement with the LFO, but if you have your knob, your cutoff knob, all the way to one direction, let's say to the brightness, it'll kind of push against a hard limit. So it'll just kind of flatten and then come back. So it'll be like wah, wah. It's kind of hard to describe, but that's what it does. So if we bring this down, it'll be able to swing. So basically, you know, if you have it all the way up or all the way down, it can't swing in that direction, so nothing will happen. So let's try it here. Too much. Let's go half. It can get bright and dark, but if you bring it up, it doesn't really sound like it's doing much because it's let's a little more. It'll only get darker. It'll never get brighter. And here, it'll only get brighter. Because it can't get darker than 0. Okay. So yeah, that definitely sounds like cut off to me. Yeah, I think that's it because let's make it a little brighter here. So we were at 70. We're definitely getting too bright there. So here, and then let's turn up the amount and see how that sounds. No, see, it's choking it too much. So this is definitely the right setup. Now that definitely sounds like pulse width modulation to me. So let's set it to that. We just set our oscillator. Let's go to P dub, and here we're at. It doesn't sound like it's too much. Let's make sure we don't have any filter action happening. I don't think so. Yeah, I think the filter is all the way open. Very obviously panning. The only question is how much panning. I'm thinking not 100%. That seems to have a similar kind of contour. Let's try this. Yeah, that's definitely not enough, so I think that's it. That sounds like volume. I don't think all the way. Let's make sure there's nothing else going on. Let's check the cutoff a little bit. Definitely not hearing much of a difference there. Yeah! That's pitch, but there's not much. Maybe there's more than I thought. Maybe not. I think that's right. I don't think I can do any less, so that's got to be it. It's got to be the answer. And again, we have filter cut off. So now either it's totally like this or not. That sounds right to me. Let's turn it down a little and hear how it sounds. I think it's this. Maybe if I rock it a little one way or the other. Definitely not that way. I think that's it. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's this. Now what we have is a few more options for the LFO. We had a triangle before, which is almost like a sine, and let's modulate the volume here. So this is what we had. Okay, but now we have a saw. You know what I mean? Because you have the saw, which goes up and then ramps down. So if your main volume's here, it's going to go down and then pop back up right away. You know what I mean? So it's almost like instant attack, decay with no sustain over and over again. And then you have a pulse, which is like an on-off switch. And then you have sample and hold, which is pretty much a noise waveform, and then it just takes a little snippet. It's pretty much random. It just takes a little sample of it and then holds that value for whatever amount of time you have set, which we'll probably get into later, what the rhythm of the LFO is. So let's listen to this. See, all those values are random, so that's how that works. Okay, and you can apply that to pitch too, for instance. And the amount will be to what pitch range these samples are distributed. So like if it's, let's say hypothetically, if it's max, I don't know what range that would be, maybe 8 half steps. And then if we do it here to half, sounds like maybe a major second at most, okay? So that's how that works. Let's decipher some patches. That sounds like your standard triangle to volume. Let's hear it. Maybe a little more. Let me make sure it's not panned. I think that's it. Sounds fine. Yeah, I mean, you could tell instantly that that's the sample and hold set to pitch, but not by much. Not half, but not full. It's tricky because the pitches are random. It's not periodic in the sense of the other ones. So you just have to listen for the range, you know, because, for example, let me set it to full. So let's listen to the hidden patch. It's kind of a lot, but let's hear mine now. Maybe it is full. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be full, I think. Yeah! And that's your sawtooth going to the filter cutoff. And I think they turned the cutoff knob a little bit down. But not all the way. It sounds exactly right, but I'm not sure if I got it right or not, so. I think I did. Because let's turn it up and hear how that sounds. No, his is darker. I think that's got to be it. Let's just try darker and see. No, because it's spending too much of its life in the lower range. You can hear that. So this has got to be correct. I'm thinking a saw to volume. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. But the volume is turned down a touch. Let me make sure there's no filter envelope applied here. My finger's a little too big for my mixer. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think in any appreciable way. Yeah! Now you have a gate effect. He talked about the gate effect with the sawtooth because it does create kind of a gate, but the pulse is really very truly gatey. Triggery. Yeah, you gotta assign it to something. I'm thinking it's gonna be the volume. Kind of weird. It seems like yeah, because your volume is here and then it's giving you a plus value and a minus value. So if you watch, when I assign the square wave to volume, the volume gets louder when you can hear it when it's on. That's without, and then here's with. Yeah, because wherever your volume knob is, that's your like zero amplitude. So the whole point of a square wave is that it gives you plus and minus. But to compensate, we gotta turn down a little bit. There you go. Yeah! And there you have the signature sound of pulse width modulation. I'm not here. I don't think it's all the way. Remember to set your wave oscillator waveform to pulse. And I'm going to turn it down a little bit and hear if that matches. I think it does. Let's try it full. No. Then you start to get that real nasty sound. And let's back it off a touch. Yep. And that is a saw to pitch. Maybe all the way. Don't know. Sounds like it, right? I think so. Sounds good. I'm thinking we gotta hear more of it so we know that it's not sample and hold. No, that's a pulse wave to pitch turned down some. Not that much though, because this is not going to be random. It's going to be an exact pitch. That's it. I don't think there's any cutoff happening. I'm just going to take a little listen. No, it's very, very bright. More better. Cool. Okay, guys, as promised, there is a rates control here. So just a real quick thing. Let's go pitch. Let's go saw. Let's hit the key and turn the rate down. So now the saw wave is going to repeat itself every bar. So let's turn the click on. I think I got to play it. But he has to give his own example for this. But let's turn the rate all the way up. Yes, instant Atari Teenage Riot. Let's decipher some patches. Whoa. Let's turn the click off. That's a lot of pulse width modulation. If you ask me. Let's listen. I don't know how fast that is. And I don't know how much it is either. I have to listen. I think we're a little bit down in the amount. Nope. Huh. That sounds weird. What's going on here? Okay, I think it's down and I think it's faster. That's the ticket. That sounds like it to me. What? I don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of sample and hold. I think it's sample and hold going to the filter cutoff somewhere, and it's pretty quick. It's kind of a lot. Oh geez, sorry, I gotta actually assign it. Am I going half as fast as it needs to be? No. Maybe because he's got his filter down. This is where it starts to get tricky, because it's random, so it's sometimes hard to figure it out. Maybe the amount is down some. But the fact that we're not getting as many high peaks, I think he's got the filter cutoff turned down a little bit. but not that much. Because I'm not getting any sub thump out of his. Oh man. I think that's it. Oh man, I don't know. We are getting a little sub thump out of his. But I'm not getting totally cut off, so. And it's not that. I think we're right. The only thing I'm a little bit questioning is this the right cutoff value? Let me turn it up a little bit and down a little bit and hear what I can get. Because you hear those little thumps in the bottom? I know I'm not getting that here at 70. Now with the same frequency, and let's go to 52. See how I'm getting those chokes. His doesn't choke. Just kind of hits the bottom, but it doesn't. I'll be a monkey's uncle if that isn't right. Okay, so it was up, but I mean, to me, based on, you know, my evaluation of it, I did figure that it was at 60, but it wasn't. Okay, this sounds like a saw wave going to volume, and we gotta find the rate. Oh man, volume. More. Gotta turn the volume down. I think that's it. Okay. That's the classic sound of a sample and hold going to pitch. And it's fast. Wasn't there like a video game that did that? Like no whammies, no whammies. I think that's it. I think it's 100%. Let's turn it down a little bit and hear how that sounds. Let's hear. Yeah, I think 100% is right. I meant to have it on 100%. It's okay. And then here we have what sounds like a triangle wave going to filter cutoff with a rate of, I don't know how much. Gotta turn the click on to know. 1/8 notes, I think. I think that's right. Let's check the big speakers. I think that's right. That sounds like 16th notes. But what is it modulating? Is it volume or pan? Oh, pan for sure. Okay. So pan. How much? Kind of a lot. Oh, 8 notes. Sounds like a match. What? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a pulse, and I think it's going to pitch. It's going fast, and I think the amount is just down a little. Yeah. And that to me sounds like a sawtooth going to filter cutoff, like dun 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 dun. What was it? Sorry. 8th notes. 8th notes. That seems like it mixes in. I think that's right. That sounds like a let me make sure that's not I think it's pitch. So pitch, but not too much. And then what's the rhythm here? Is it 16th notes? No. Oh, it's not very much at all. Let me make sure there's no cutoff. Sounds similar. I think it's right. What is this? Always got to check in stereo. So volume, not too much. Sorry, got to assign it. Okay, now we have a saw going to pitch pretty quick. Wow. Good. Okay, what is this? This sounds like it should be a pulse. And then 16 notes to cut off. But I don't know where the envelope's supposed to be. Gotta turn the volume up a little bit. Something's not right here. Something's not right at all. I don't know. Maybe it's just volume. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. I think that's right. I think this LFO is going to volume. That sounds like it's going to pitch. It's a cutoff. That's got to be a pulse. That's got to be a sample and hold. That's triangle. So when you modulate volume with a triangle wave, I guess it could be any wave, but triangle wave is going to be most specific to this. That's going to be called tremolo. This sound is created by an LFO modulating the cutoff of a saw. What do we call this? I think he's going to call it gate. And this is vibrato because it's pitch here. You know, like a guitar. I mean, that's eighth notes, isn't it? I think it's eighth notes. 16th notes. It's quarter notes. Yeah. Group time. Oh, jeez. So immediately I noticed that there's a saw, which sounds like it's going to volume. But the waveform is I think it's doubled and detuned. Or is it? It's going to the filter cutoff, isn't it? And it's going eighth notes. Let's just try that. Sub oscillator. Cutoff down. I think that's it, huh? I have no reason to believe that's not the answer. So let's get a hint on it. Looks right. Yeah! Alright, so we know that the amp sustain is down and the attack is up pretty high, and the decay is kind of long, and it sounded like a sample and hold going to the filter cutoff, and I don't know how high it was, so let's just start there. Yeah, well, we have some fifth action going too. But what's getting modulated? Oh, there's a lot of decay, or release, sorry. Is that a sawtooth? I don't know. Let's try our patch. Hear how it sounds. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? Cut off. What are you doing, buddy? Gotta go faster than that. Okay, I don't think we're that hardcore. Maybe faster? I don't know. Sounds pretty close. Let's check. Is it more? Yeah, I think that's right. I don't hear anything else going on. Let's check the fade in, make sure it's the right tempo. Okay. Something's not right. I think maybe the attack is longer. I don't think it's 10 seconds. No. Sounds pretty good, right? Let's get a hint. Yep. Oh shoot. So the amount was down a little bit, huh? I'm gonna check on the big speakers to hear how that sounds, because it sounded pretty close to me actually. I don't know if it's the hat or something, but I have a hard time hearing the high frequencies. Also, I have lights in here, you know, and the soft boxes are concave, so I feel like they interfere with the sound, especially the high frequencies. But yeah, let's make sure we're right, and we are. Okay, I'm hearing a little reverb. Was that? Well, we don't have reverb, so maybe a little delay. Huh. Okay, well, it fades in. So, we definitely have that going for us. And I'm thinking we have some release, don't know how much though. We have a triangle going to pitch, sounds like, but not too much, but it is fast. I'm gonna have to listen because I don't know. Okay, our filter cutoff is gonna be down. Huh, that's weird. Different waveform? I don't know. What am I hearing? What is this? Maybe just the pitch is less. There we go. That's it. Am I missing anything? No? Submit? Yeah! Cool. Okay, that's very high sound in there. Okay. So, maybe eighth notes pan. Pan for sure, and the amount is questionable. Sounds like a triangle. We definitely have a really high semi thing going up there, but it actually sounds like a fifth, to be honest. I don't know what waveform that is, but the cutoff does sound like it's down quite a lot. And our amp envelope sustain is down all the way. And I would say that the release is probably around here. It doesn't seem to be getting any brighter over time, so that rules out this whole stuff. And not hearing no delay. Let's give this a shot, huh? What's going on? Oh yeah, we'd have to change that too. Is that right or what? Let me check my panning. Sounds perfect to me. Get a hint? Centaurio agrees. Okay, so what does that immediately sound like? It sounds like a narrow pulse, and it sounds like it's got maybe 2 octaves on it. That's the first thing I'm hearing. Maybe it's 1 octave. Maybe it's 1 octave. Okay. We got a decay on its release setting anyway. It's pretty long, actually. Thinking like that. And our filter sustain is down quite a bit. And the attack is immediate. I don't know how bright it goes. Oh geez, sorry. Let's put a sub in there. I don't know. This has to go faster. And what I didn't even assign this anything. It's got to be some kind of pulse going to what? Volume? Don't know. Oh man. That's just not right. There, we're getting somewhere. Are these double tuned? Maybe they are. I don't know what's going on here. Seems pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Okay, got a swell sound. Got a release on it. Got an attack. I'm hearing a fifth in there, but I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what it's modulating. I don't know what that is. It's, you know, this has to be some kind of pulse width modulation, I think. But just not very much. And I think the cutoff is down pretty low. I don't know what else that could be. Okay, if that's not it, I'll be surprised. And that is it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. That is the LFO lesson, where we have different LFO shapes, just like in a synth where you have different oscillator shapes for your audible oscillators. You have different wave shapes for your LFO, low frequency oscillator. I'm not sure how this works in Massive, to be honest, but my patrons and I are going to find out next when we do the On Your Own 11 challenge, focusing on LFO. So if you need more LFO training, join me over at patreon.com/hexspa. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Be happy to help you out. If you want to watch more of this series, you can click wherever I have it posted here on the screen. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week. Peace.